Everybody, as promised, I'm back with another idea for playing with embroidery stitches. This is number 3 in the series so far. And this week I'm covering how I used embroidery to embellish on a lace panel. Right here in front of me, you see obviously 2 panels that have no embellishments on it, and these and the ones that I did, and I'll show you my finished product first. There you go. That's what I used. Isn't such a difference. These were on the front of a vintage dress that had been damaged, and these are the cuffs. So I just thought I'd show you the cuffs to show you the plain flowers pre the stitching. I loved the way this lace was put together, and it had little tiny buttons, which I'm going to add here. I'll show you those. They were little wooden buttons. You see those? There. And if you don't follow me, I'm making beautiful little pieces like this of all sorts that'll eventually go on my Bits and Bobs collage quilt. This was one of them. I really wanted to incorporate this lace. I just really loved it. But it was so plain. Plain, as you can see. So what I did is I got a piece of fabric that's one of the fabrics that I'm using in my collage quilt, or the color. And I basted the panels on the front. And I will show you the roses that I started with. I think they're roses. They're lovely, but they're so plain. And just for this, I wanted to embellish them. So to start though, it was scary after doing all the work. So what I suggest first, and I did this, I had some extra pieces. I started with a test on a piece of just one rose, and I just did a little bit, just enough to give me an idea. Here, I'm trying to get that there. Just enough to give me an idea whether I would like it, go ahead with it. And I did. I used 2 strands of embroidery floss in 2 colors. And what I ended up, it took a while. It took quite a while, actually. But here's the results of those. Aren't they lovely? I'll come up close with them. They just turned out so pretty. I just did a straight stitch in a satin stitch type of format, one right beside each other, over and over and over again, until I filled up the spaces. And then of course I did green for where the leaves are too. And I did all of them, and they looked lovely. But again, it then was a little bit plain where the other parts were. So then I did another test. As you can see, I didn't use the same color floss, but I did daisy stitches in a fan shape in these pieces right here. And I loved it instantly. I didn't have to go past that. I knew I was going to love it. So I did that in a pink, the same pink as the outside of the flower. I'll come up a bit. My lighting's not good, I'm sorry. I'll eventually hopefully get a better light, but this is what I have to work with for now. And I did it across on all 4 places where this showed up on the panel. And that's how it turned out. So using motifs in lace to decorate the lace is a great way to use embroidery stitches. Now, in part 1, I mentioned that I have these decorative stitches how-to in the library, the techniques page of the library of my site. It's still there for anybody who wants to request it. It teaches you a dozen embroidery stitches to play with and some ideas on how to play with them. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll have another one next week. Bye.